Welcome to the podcast for unappreciated wrestling fans, or P.U.W.F. And this is Wrestling Talk with hostess Alex Coquito, Joe B and CO, B-War, Kane the Destroyer. We are the four pillars of wrestling knowledge. Madness required, honesty requested.
I heard what you said.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to a possibly civilized or crazy version of P.U.W.F, which is the podcast on Appreciate Wrestling Fans. The people who are watching, the four people, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and all that crazy jazz. I'm joined today by one of the co-hosts, one of the two hosts of NXT Time with D-Walk, Mr. D-Walk. Oh, sorry, NXT Time with D-Walk for real. Did I get used to that?
Yeah.
How are you, sir?
No, I'm good, brother. How you doing? I'm ready to talk about my future ex baby mama.
That's the other project, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about Nikita Lyons later and the possible sexist bookers that are trying to hold her down. We'll talk about that. We're two guys talking about this, so it's kind of weird. We might have a woman's perspective later on. Now, ladies and gentlemen, oh, that looks hot. Sorry, I saw my girlfriend in a cool bear shirt. Ladies and gentlemen, the things that we're going to talk about right now is the topics of the Gremlin House Wrestling School and the allegations. I say allegations; these are not true or false. All we're going to show you is the side of the booker and the side of the victim, and people who are leaving said company because of said things. Okay, I'll put that out there. Shout out to Gabriel. Hi, Gabriel. Hope you're doing there. Hope you're doing well. Now, supposedly and allegedly, the booker, Yaya Hernandez, used his influence to do some things back and forth. Now, I'm going to show you what Google said what has happened, and we'll go from there.
Real ones always right, sage advice from Nikita Nice, bringing our priestess lioness energy to a TV near you. Watch it for Toby and let your chakras align when she gets that W.
Now, sorry about that. There is a Gremlin House Wrestling. Whoever this person is, like, automatically we have the picture right behind us. Now, that's the wrong one. That was Malcolm Muscle and Anya Rune, or Arica Demi, leaving Gremlin House Wrestling School and staying away from that. That's the wrong button. What I wanted to show you guys is the sides of him and her. So this is Yaya Hernandez, and this is his version, his screenshot showing on his Instagram what's happening. Let's go.
Welcome to the W where we LFG post preview ever your GED revelation, where we see all wrestlers from WWE evolve up with the coaches of Kevin Owens.
So what are your thoughts on that, D-Walk? And 20 people watching. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and follow. We're on the road to 1,000. So what are your thoughts on that, D-Walk? And he said that it was more a financial situation where, for her, she was trying to extort money from him.
I'm still trying to figure out, damn, like, all of a sudden she just crashes, shit just going down to shit. I don't know, like I said, right now it's just that he say, she say, but somebody got the receipts though.
Yes. Now, Gremlin House Wrestling has said this official statement. Here we go. And this is 19 seconds. If you can't read it, just go back and then come back to us live.
Lights hit the mat, it's a battle call. Crowds go wild, fists up, we brawl. Chain.
That was their official statement that they're saying that the woman was just being treacherous and everything else. Now the allegations are that Yaya Hernandez was using his power to basically like the 80s and 70s bookers that give me that body, I'll give you a match. Then by doing that, he supposedly was going to blacklist the victim's daughter, who was also a wrestler in training. Now this is her version of events by her screenshots as well.
Welcome to the best. The next three of you. In the whole crazy world. But Mr. D.U.F. will take your girl where we spot facts, not feelings. Viewers' discretion, no healing. And for a brief moment you feel like it's home.
Wow.
I have a lot of songs. Now, first off, for the 50 people watching us, thank you. Hit that like, subscribe, and everything else. Now, first off, I'm sorry for calling Yaya Hernandez. I'm just going off what I don't think that's his real name, but he's the booker of Gremlin House. Now, these particular people have left Gremlin House as follows. Shout out to Coach.
This anime girl has done a lot of reflecting lately. And I've always deserved so much better than I've gotten. Because people have constantly tried to convince me that I'm not good enough and that I don't belong here. But look where I stand now. On Friday, May 15th, I will be standing across the ring from notorious Mimi, and both of us are ID prospects. And we will be competing for the opportunity to face Lanie Luck in a championship match for the ID Women's title. So now, it is my turn to make everyone notice me at Beyond Wrestling Presents the ID Showcase. Ooh woo.
Now, shout out to Coach FCAW. He picked a good wrestler to like. Now it's Yaya the Gremlin. Thank you, Tom Hutch, and I hope you subscribe. Like, I really want to hear more. We talk about WWE Evolve, NXT on and Saturday's random stuff of wrestling. Mm-hmm. Now, after everything that we've seen, we have more people that left. Bear Bronson was supposed to be on the show. He has Bear Bronson for AEW opted out. Tommy Invincible is saying his thoughts right now.
I want to make it very clear that I will not be at Gremlin House Wrestling today. I have pulled out of the show because of recent allegations that have come to light about the disrespect of everybody, but especially women, and even somehow a minor is involved. I do not want to get into the details. That is not what my platform is for. The fact of the matter is I have pulled out. This is not a performative post or reel or statement. I have talked to the victims and the people involved personally. They know exactly how I feel, and those feelings are disgusted, embarrassed about it all. I feel bad that those people were made to feel that way. I have a lot of words. I'm pissed off about it, but again, talking about the details of the situation is not what my platform is for. I'm mad I even have to make this video at all. This video is not like the rest. I don't want to make this. Instead of making a moment in wrestling today, I have to use my platform to shed light about the darkness of wrestling. and I'm very pissed off about it. Again, this is nothing to do with me. I feel bad for those involved and those who were meant to feel that way. I will not be at the show. I believe it is still going on. It is still being promoted with posters of my face on it, even still. I will not be at any Gremlin House show, period. Not today, not the future ones. I think, again, it's still going on. I will not be there. Full transparency, my match changed a few times, but who cares? Any creative change? Yup, okay, no problem. Who am I to ask why it's changing? Finally settled on that I'm going to work with Max Caster, who I'm a huge fan of. Would have been a great moment to create today. It's not happening. There is no moment to be had. I just came from the gym. Now I'm going to the park. I will not be at the show. And this just sucks all around. My soul is not for sale, and my name will not be attached to that person, that promoter, or that company. The end, and that's that. Again, I'm sorry. This needs to stop happening. I'm getting real tapped out on the indies. I really am. I'm beyond pissed off. But again, it's not about me, and the people involved know how I feel already. Will not be there today.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. Also, like I said, Malcolm Muscle was affiliated with Gremlin House. He left. Anya Rune left. Bear Bronson left. Tommy Invincible left. A couple other wrestlers I haven't found exactly, but I know a couple have left. That's been confirmed. This person, Gremlin House, are standing on their laurels. They're like, nope, this isn't happening. This is bullcrap. She has the receipts. He has the receipts. In the end result, a minor should not be involved in this whatsoever. You know that. Like, this has nothing to do and should have nothing to do with a minor trying to be a wrestler. Exactly. Like, imagine if Jackson Drake and Javon Evans, who were 15 and 16 at the time they started doing wrestling, got blacklisted because of a booker. Like, again, allegedly and supposedly. I'm not going to put that off there saying, oh, we all, like, look, we're just talking off what he has put in his own Instagram and screenshots and what she has put in her own Instagram and on screenshots. All we're doing is that, ladies and gentlemen. I want to put that out there. Second, make sure to find us at the Wrestling Soup and Friendos Network. Have fun on that. We went up to 50 people, D-Walk.
Yeah.
50. That was nice. Now.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that was.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we don't really have to talk more about that. We again, unless the booker can come out later on today and say what they want to say and everything else, it's just sad for them because honestly, all these wrestlers coming out. This is just like the last time. Remember when Raja Jackson beat up that one guy and then a couple of wrestlers. Stu. Shout out to Stu. By the way, we did talk about that Raja Jackson is arrested and facing trial right now, and to up to 6 months prison, 90 days prison, and about 2 years probation, and a couple other things are fine.
And
he's charged. Go on, do up.
He would have got more time if Stu would have pressed charges, but Stu didn't want to press charges. So
now, here we go. We got a comment here from Tom Hutch. He's been really informative. I appreciate you, sir. A minor is not involved. It's the minor's mother who was throwing herself at Yaya. The story is being told the slandered Gremlin House. Now, okay, that's probably why. Again, I'm not gonna say the guy's a creep or anything like that because again, I'm just going off screenshots. And what the screenshot is saying is that it was a transactional thing, not the rule thing, but like a transactional thing for something. Now, she shows screenshots saying that he was trying to get more than that something. And in the screenshots, and again, Tom Hutch, it's there that you were going to blacklist the minors, the mother's daughter. But again, if it's based on like the mother was throwing herself at the booker, being a ring rat, supposedly, and then he pushed her advances and she got bitter, that's a whole nother story. And like we should, and if there's even with the kid involved, not or involved as it is, what we don't need right now is wrestling schools getting freaking crapped on and getting destroyed one after another. We lost a lot of people in the ID showcase freaking gutter once Raja Jackson and the wrestling school in the North happened. You know that, D-Walk. We lost freaking the guy with what's in my backpack. We lost Ice Williams. We lost a couple people who came here. A lot. Gremlin House has filed with police reports. Nothing has been filed against Yaya. Okay, that's good. Yeah, and honestly, you can't really file anything against Yaya. Like, oh, he was just being a creep. The blacklisting thing is not technically illegal. They did that shit in the 80s to most wrestlers. Mae Young, not Mae Young, the other one that was friends with Mae Young did that to wrestlers and got away with it for a long time. Gremlin's House Wrestling. I get confused sometimes, Tom Hunch, because it's not a wrestling school, it's wrestling. Right? There's like Beyond Wrestling. There is a Beyond Wrestling school, but there is Beyond Wrestling as well. So thank you, Tom Hunch. So Beyond Wrestling, just like Gremlin House Wrestling, is getting slandered, which again, I did not know Anya Rune was in that. I did not know Tommy Invincible. I actually like those wrestlers. They're actually really cool. Anya Rune is becoming one of my favorite wrestlers because she has the character down 100%. I just need to see her wrestle. I've seen her wrestle in the indies, but it's not indies. This is, television wrestling. So totally different in a sense. But to put this to rest, Mr. Yaya the Gremlin, if you have the receipts behind it, and if you file a police report and she hasn't done it to you, but you have done it to her, this is going to go out in court. This is going to get public really fast. And if the truth is the truth, this will be settled out of court so she wouldn't get embarrassed. But if the truth is the truth, then both sides are going to get exposed in ways that you don't want. Either way, we'll put that out there. All right. Next topic. Nikita Lyons is getting traction today, the last couple of days. On YouTube, WWE itself put out a video with Booker T saying that, I like your style, but I think every time you come out and you just do the gyrating and everything else, I'm paraphrasing, I'm focusing my eyes over here instead of focusing on you. Like, you have too much sex appeal. That's his words. Yeah, that's what Booker T said. Booker T said that. Nikita Lyons even put it on her Twitter. Here it is. Are you aware of who BG Wayne is? No, but if you can tell us sincerely, we would put it out there on the screen. So please tell us that. We'll keep talking about this if you have more information. We like to talk about different subjects in wrestling as we go along through the time. Now, Bubba Ray, what the hell?
Oh hell, y'all let the devil in.
No, the wise devil. Let's go.
They let the devil in. I gotta go to church now. I gotta get off. I gotta go to church now.
You let the devil in. You let the devil in every time you wake up in the morning and look in the mirror.
Oh, I've missed doing this. I have missed doing this.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Something Dennis can never say.
Yeah. Now, first off, Joe, we made a record of making it to 50 people watching at the same time, so that was actually pretty badass. So on all of our YouTube channels combined, so I do like that. Second, well, let's talk about Nikita right now. We'll go back to the first topic a little later, Joe. So, what are your thoughts on Nikita Lyons? And the topic I want to talk about Nikita is this: why is it that Booker T is saying to her on a YouTube channel, you can check it out on WWE's YouTube, that she has too much sex appeal? Why is Bubba saying to her, oh, you should stop twerking or moving around or dancing because like you're distracting other people? I'm like, but these are two grown-ass men who has never in their lives had sex appeal or attraction. And why isn't a woman Why isn't a woman booker, woman fucking anybody giving her pointers? Not because she's a woman, but your thoughts.
Why? Oh, go ahead, Joe.
Yeah.
So if she has too much sex appeal, why do we have Lola Vice as the world champion?
Yeah. Thank you.
Or is it a double standard because she's of an ethnic background, so it's okay?
Yeah, right. Why is it okay for Nikki Bella to do the butt thing every time she comes in? But Lola, You're right, Lola Vice, I'm a Latina doing her butt thing. Yeah, that's true.
What about me? She twerk every damn match she in.
What about let's go back further. What about Melina?
Sable, Kitty. Well, I mean,
Melina's a former women's champion, and she started as a manager, and she had great sex. She had crazy sex appeal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what got her into wrestling, was her sex appeal. Oh, someone said something.
We got right here. He was talking about a wrestler here. Now, give me a second. I'm gonna go back 1 second, Mr. Tomach. Now, BG Wayne. He's saying who BG Wayne is. This is connected to the Gremlin House Wrestling organization, not school organization. He corrected me on that. He says here he is an indie wrestler who was a Gremlin House Tag Team Champion along with Zila Fatu, and he was fired from Gremlin House for theft. He and this lady Melissa are trying to derail Gremlin House, so that probably is a reason as well. We'll get there in a second. We'll talk about that, Joe. In a second. Yeah, go on.
The problem with that Gremlin House thing is that there is text proof that the promoter is a creep.
Okay. How much?
And was texting sexual advances towards a talent.
Yeah.
Pretty much doing a Vince McMahon.
Yeah, doing the 80s bookers. I said it earlier, like this, like the 70s and 80s. If you don't put out, you don't win matches. That's usually what it was.
Or you don't get booked.
But Gremlin House has put out a statement and then the booker himself put out screenshots on his YouTube. We have the videos right here. Actually, you know what? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to circle the fuck back. This is his version. If you can see this, this is his version of events. I actually slowed it down so people can see it. We're running it back, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to the W.F. LFG post preview. FAG validation, where we see all wrestlers from WWE evolve up with the coaches of Kevin Owens.
Did you know something that?
Welcome to the best. An history of you. In the whole crazy world. But Mr. D.U.F. will take your girl. Where we spot facts, not feelings. Viewers' discretion, no healing. And for a brief moment you feel like it's home.
By the way, that was NXT Time with D-Walk country version. That did not come out, ladies and gentlemen. So,
the first set of text you showed,
yeah,
it looks like there was text deleted.
Something like that. Yeah, that was his version of the text. The second one is her version of a text.
Hers look like they're more full.
Yeah.
His look like they're missing pieces.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm going to delete all this, and then I'm just going to screenshot her shit.
Thank you. I can put ice on that. And I want to put that out and be unbiased. You know, Joe, how I am. I want to make sure that everyone knows that these are all screenshots. I did not alter it. All I did was just put it into U-Cut, put a song under it, which again is the country version of NXT Time with D-Walk. So I have to make a country version of NXT Time with D-Walk for real. That's a whole other amount. Yeah. D-Walk and Terrell don't even know how many things I'm going to do this shit. Anyway, so let's talk about that a little bit more. By the way, Bear Bronson has pulled out of Gremlin House. Anya Rune, the anime girl that we showed you, had pulled out. Tommy Invincible has pulled out. Malcolm Muscle, which is a social media guy who was heavily connected to Gremlin House, has pulled out.
He's heavily connected to wrestling in general.
In general, he pulled out super quick before this shit got even more. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's another video I forgot to press. This is some screenshots.
I have made the decision to completely disassociate myself from Gremlin House Wrestling, effective immediately.
At this time, I do see fit that I remove myself from the upcoming show and any upcoming show for Gremlin House Pro Wrestling.
Okay, so there's that. There's a lot more wrestlers that I didn't even say pulled out of Gremlin House.
At least somebody knows how to pull out.
Oh my god.
This is the worst.
I missed you, you son of a bitch. All right. But I will say this again. I don't because again we lost because of the Raja Jackson thing. We lost the wrestling school connected to WWE. And by the way, we
Rikishi
got,
actually
yeah,
officially walked away from the school
yeah, yeah,
recently. He actually walked away from the school.
and that's fucking take away something just for a dream, and that fucking sucks. But let's get back to this. I know he's watching. I know people else. 'Cause I tagged him. I tagged him on Twitter. I tagged him on Instagram, and he's been very vigilant on his things. I will say this: that if there are follow-ups, sir, we will talk about it. If there are points that you don't want to talk about, we will look for it. Because the point of our channel is P.U.W.F Wrestling, which is the podcast of unappreciated wrestling fans, who is also the #1 WWE Evolve post review in the whole fucking world. Craig, we know what the fuck we're doing. So I'm gonna put that out there. Now let's go back to Nikita. I don't like they talk about this shit plus double standards. Also, how Tiffany Stratton, how JCJ all have nip slips, how all this stuff happens.
Don Henley.
Nikita, yes, accidentally, but yet Nikita, who just had a bad knee, came back, has been kicking her ass in Evolve, will destined to be the Evolve champion in a storyline that makes fucking sense, which is very rare for me to say in front of Joe about WWE. But there's 8 people on my panel. Plus, I want to give a shout out to CJ Valor and Shauna Reed's Horror, another reviewer and everything else. I'm a little jealous of her because she actually got an interview with It's Gall and Cappuccino Jones. But I will say for Nikita, what happens when you think she's not worth it? What happens when she goes to AEW and she talks to Tony Khan and tells her Tony Khan, look, you really don't have to give me that much. Just let me have 100% creative control. Let me just fucking do a Bray Wyatt and let me do the fuck I want to do. So that's what I want to say about that. Joe, your thoughts? Because again, I think she either will surpass this and be one of the greats in WWE in the future, because she will be. She'll be in Evolve for about 6 months. I hate to say it, Joe, but she will be involved to do a story. Gabe Sapolsky is doing her right.
She's been in Evolve for 6 months.
Yeah, she will. Yeah, she will, because Wendy's going to be the champion for 3 months.
Yeah, but
she'll lose to Nikita, and then she'll have another 3 months.
What I'm telling you is she's already been there 6 months. She shouldn't have been there at all.
I know, but she has done her best work because of Evolve, because they've given her a chance to shine. That's the best thing about it. She said it herself. If it wasn't for Evolve, she never would have had opened up herself just to be herself now. She's always
that's also Alex, because there's no real competition on Evolve.
Okay, sorry, Joe. I'm sorry. I have to press this button out of respect. Give me a second. I gotta find the button.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Okay,
who is competing with Nikita Lyons on the level she's at? On the level she's at.
Yeah.
Who is there that's competing with her at the level she's at right now?
I can give you a top 3, and the Invisible Woman's right next to me too. She can give you at least 2 people, but I'll say my top 3: Wendy Chu, Kendall Gray, and
Kendall Gray ain't there no more.
I know, but she was there. The rise of Nikita and Evolve was impactful because of these 3 people: Wendy Chu, Kendall Gray, and the third one is Layla Diggs, who is still a rookie. I'm not giving her anything like, oh my gosh, she's amazing. But honest to God, Joe, this woman can do acrobatics better than anything I could ever see. And she's always doing something new every single week. And not just in wrestling, but like in life. But Invisible Woman, who do you think is up to par Nikita and Evolve?
Okay. I'm not even going to answer that question. I'm just going to say my thoughts, honestly, on the rumors of her going back to LFG and her being on Evolve, etc.
It's not even rumors. It's true.
Like the season 4.
All right. Well, okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with her being on Evolve. But I'm starting to notice that when Alex told me about the whole LFG thing, I realized I feel like they're using her for clout, basically. Like they know that she has a big following right now and she's popular, and it's kind of crazy that she's on all three platforms
at the same time every week.
And again, like that's if she's getting paid and she's booked and busy, that's awesome. Good for her. It's just like he was saying earlier, it's the unsolicited advice from
Booker T.
Booker T and Bubba Ray. Like, I get it, you're trying to help her, but like you guys said, there's a hell of a double standard. And also, it's like you send somebody from like the gifted class, just to make an example, you send her to like a whole other class, and then you're gonna critique her when she's like not supposed to be there.
But then excels there. Excels the shit out of it there.
Excelling, but you're criticizing her for excelling and doing, something of her own like volition.
Yeah, Joe, in Evolve she twerks. In Evolve she's fucking sex appeal, not because she wants to, because that's her style. In Evolve she invented the W fucking meme twice.
Also, like Bubba Ray criticized her for dancing while her partner was doing their intro.
Yes,
and I could think of several other people that have danced while they were waiting for a match to start.
Lola Vice, Thea Hale, Tina Poppy, JJ Jordan, JC Jane,
Jada Parker.
Yeah. Sky, yeah, you're right, Dio Sky.
So that's my opinion. I think they're using her. To be honest.
Oscar, that's true, but that's a good point too. She's the only one, except for one other person, that has the most followers all together. If you round up her numbers, she has 1 million in Instagram. She has 350,000 on Twitter. She has about 500. Like all the numbers are all the six figures, and that's the part that at WWE are using her for that shit though, and I really hate that.
I mean,
my biggest problem is that LFG is supposed to be for newcomers. Newcomers, and it's supposed to be legends that are supposed to be coaches.
Yep.
Not already established superstars that are wrestling on Evolve and NXT.
Yep. And Level Up and Main Event.
That's
I totally agree. Joe. That's why I fucking hate this LFG shit, because yes, you're showing off wrestlers, but when like episode 3, which we have not talked about, we'll see that, ladies and gentlemen, on Tuesday. Check us out, LFG episode 3 and 4.
Where's Megan Walker?
Megan Walker, ooh, she just got there. She's gonna be in the next. 4 months, Joe. You're gonna see her in 4 months. That's all I gotta say about that. I can't. It's hard to equate it and break it down, but it's 4 months.
The other thing is, I have to wonder if like we switched up, because I remember when LFG and Evolve were first starting, like they had the hierarchy clearly explained, and I feel like they switched it up a little bit because of the fact that, like, I don't know, maybe they realized LFG is on a paid platform, so they should have some bigger people on there.
Yeah,
and that maybe they're misutilizing LFG and Evolve, etc. So now Evolve, I feel like it's going to become this revolving door of people, but then LFG is going to become superstar, like that should Evolve.
But the fact
LFG,
go on, Joe.
LFG was just Tough Enough 2.0.
Yeah, now it's just a game show.
So now and now it's like, and they had people in the first season that were big names, like they had Evander Holyfield's son. They had, guys that were dating WWE divas. You know what I mean? They had people on there that were recognizable. Yeah. And the people on LFG are supposed to be coming from these training camps that they're running. And they're supposed to be college kids.
Mm-hmm.
And that they're recruiting. That's who's supposed to be coming in.
Yeah.
Like what is it? Scott Steiner's son.
He just
got signed for New Orleans.
So you have to give him at least, if he gets the hang of it, he'll be there and he'll be out in TV somewhere 3 months. If he doesn't get the hang of it, 6 months.
Yeah, he just got signed. He just got signed by the New Orleans Saints in the NFL.
Oh, nice.
And Braun Breaker told him, he said, do the NFL thing as long as you can.
Yeah, get that money.
And when you can't do it no more, he said, then come over here to WWE and we'll get you going.
Now, speaking of like famous people in a sense, and he's not famous. Like even we said this on P.U.W.F. Evolve with P.U.W.F. Like even Tiffany Stratton's boyfriend got a fucking cameo somewhere in Evolve. He popped out. Like everyone's getting something in the sense of like somebody or are somebody. And I don't like LFG for this reason alone. Oh, we want to make new stars. All the stars that you can't take are on NXT. All the stars that you think are useful or just the pieces of a tool are on Evolve and everything else. Because again, they fired Trill London. Yeah. The problem with Trill London is that he had more injuries than matches. That happens. That happens. But remember, Tegan Knox blew out her knee, came back the match that she came out, she blew out her other knee, came back a little bit more, blew out her other knee. Like it always happens. But
but you also have stories like Nikita Lyons, where she blew out her one knee, came back within a month and blew her other knee out, and was out another year. And now she came back this time, and the first thing I said when she first came back was she needs to lose weight to protect her knees because she needed to. And now you look at her and you're like, damn girl, you did the work. You did the work.
Mind you, Joe. Yeah, but mind you, Joe, when you get a chance, I know you don't like watching Evolve, but watch the first match of the latest episode. It was Carmen versus Nikita, and we've seen that match 1,000 times. You know that. This time it was different because the first 2 minutes was fast paced. They never slowed down once, and I love that too. Kicks on kicks, jumping, diving. I'm like, this is a fucking Nikita Carmen match that I've been waiting for years. It was on Evolve.
I'm just tripping about how the fuck y'all have Nikita wrestle Jada Parker in NXT, and Nikita Lyons was getting the best of Jada Parker in NXT. Why the fuck she got to go backwards instead of going forward? Why is everybody skipping her?
Okay, but think about this way. D-Wall. Again, she still has the record in NXT for the most. She has never won a match in 554 days.
Ooh. Oh, wow. But she can't. She Nikita Lyons
almost all that time she was out doing surgery, having surgery and rehabbing.
Yeah, exactly. So I tell people, do you still want to go back to NXT, which her weird record is now that she loses? I'd rather let her be in Evolve, which they're giving her a resume to win. That's why I said, like, okay, Nikita's losing all the time. Fine. Once she wins the championship and goes to Evolve, Wendy Chu goes back to NXT. The new Wendy Chu. The better Wendy Chu, and then when Nikita loses the belt, she can go back to NXT. The in the eyes of WWE, oh yeah, she's ready, Nikita. Even though
I'm telling you,
that shit Ray said was bullshit.
I'm telling y'all right now, if WWE is not careful at the rate they're going right now, they ain't going to have a company.
Nope. Yeah. And
that's one. Two. As good as that Ring of Honor Supercard show was last night, WWE's got to look the fuck out. Ring of Honor stepping the fuck up.
They have to. It's all
Ring of Honor is like Ring of Honor is stepping up big time. Like AR Fox beating is the new TV champion.
Yeah.
Like they had what else? They had a six woman match with Athena. And like Billy Starks and Hakurushi from Japan and a couple other people. And that match was fucking phenomenal. 6 women and they tore the fucking house down. And they main evented.
I know. And what do we have in WWE? Not a damn thing in women wrestling except for NXT right now. Now at this point, it's stacked for women to do some stuff. And Evolve now because we have we have a lot of weird new types of women in Evolve. It's all over the place.
And Athena's still the world champion too, by the way. 1,298 days now.
Yeah, that's almost a year.
Nice. WWE go fuck
almost
around.
3 years.
WWE go fuck around, and the same way they lost Tiffany Storm and Tony Storm, they go lose Nikita Lyons, and Nikita Lyons go to AEW, and she go fucking blow up.
Her and Tony Storm together would be a cyclone of money.
Ooh, shit.
It would be a cyclone of pure fucking madness, black and white. The W Like that alone, like EOD always brings up the fact, like, why does she keep saying W? She's not even in a match. Like you haven't won anything, but it doesn't matter. She's exactly that's Nikita.
Or you could put her with Mercedes.
Yeah.
You could put her with Mercedes.
Yeah, you can put her with Willow. Not with Willow. She's probably good. Nikita's like but I want to say something else about LFG before we continue on to the next subject. Whatever. LFG, whoever, and there is no winner. It's just that whoever at the last stays, they stay there forever. We have all these prospects. Trill London got lost because they were stupid. Once Trill and Trill London kind of like retired from wrestling, so that's a loss. Jamar Hampton was a great wrestler, retired from wrestling, was a loss. Chris Island, it was an okay wrestler, retired from wrestling, it's a loss. Inoue is retired from wrestler. Now he's literally in Vietnam waiting to do a bodybuilding competition in Vietnam. And oh, by the way, it's okay. We have Jack Cartwheel hurt. Oh, we have Ilya LaFleur hurt. Like you guys can't tell me you have hitters. You gave Fatu the Tongan Death Grip, a most sacred like finisher that only one person did, and nobody in wrestling history is gonna tell me Haku was a bitch. No one. That is the moon sets. So
Haku has a legacy of being the toughest, most badass guy in the locker room. Period.
Yep.
And that's from everybody. Not one person from back in that era said anybody was tougher than fucking Haku.
Exactly. So you give it to Fatu to use it against Roman, and it still doesn't work. He still loses. And then on Monday, he does it again because he just wants. No, this is the part this is the part I hate about main roster wrestling. The only shows that are really good about wrestling right now, as Joe states, ROH, AEW, Evolve, and AAA. I'm actually waiting for the match. The Americanos. They've already fought 1,000 times in WWE, even with the mask on. But this is something different. The area is different. The air is different.
You want me to be honest with you?
What?
I watched WoW the other weekend.
Oh.
And it was actually a better wrestling show than WWE.
Look at that. He actually watched Women of Wrestling, and he said, look at that. Cardano's doing the mini claps with the fingers. That's actually pretty cool.
Wow. I watched WoW. It's on like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Oh, no. Look at that. That's the best time.
I called it, and they do their show live. Well, not live, but they tape it, but they do the show like outside.
Nice.
In like I don't know, it looked like Vegas or Atlantic City or like down in Louisville, Kentucky on like 4th Street where it's all like lit up with shit. It looks like they just put a ring in the middle of the road and just do the show.
Nice. They do over here sometimes next to like a bakery or a bar. Like that's what I mean. Like this now, like you're right. WWE is turning into what Vince was in the beginning of the wars, where like no other corporation mattered except the ones that we control, and everyone is looking at everywhere else. For the love of the gods, they're bringing back Lucha Underground, just bringing back the episodes. Wow. That's it. They're not really doing anything new. But the fact that they're bringing back the episodes is more interesting and fun than actually watching a live Raw or SmackDown. And
Lucha Underground is being revived.
It's not being revived. They said they're just trying to bring back the episodes to put it on a platform to watch it again, like because you can't see. That's what I heard.
And I don't understand. Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green is another one that's good. She fucking wrestled the shit in Lucha Underground against men. And look how y'all doing it, bro. She's champion. Chelsea Green is champion material, man.
No, but she's hurt. She's hurt right now.
No, she just came back.
She just had heart surgery.
Yeah, but she just came back and challenged Tiffany Stratton for the U.S. belt.
Yeah, but that's just fulfilling for now. Like, look at Piper Niven. Like Piper Niven is like dealing with some shit just trying to like even survive life, not even trying to come back to wrestling. Like it doesn't really matter if you're hurt or not. Like if you're valuable to the main company. If you're not, you're gone. And again, these cuts are not done, ladies and gentlemen. These cuts that these wrestlers are not done. They're just waiting until the fiscal to do it all over again. And
you heard it. You heard it. If you listen to the Click This podcast with Kevin Nash went off on TKO.
Yeah, of course.
And he went off on TKO, and he told the fans, he said, listen, he's like, if you think Paul's the one doing this, he's like, it's not Paul. He's like, I'm telling you. He's like, yeah, you don't have to hear it from Paul. You're hearing it from his best friend. He's like, it's not Paul doing it. Paul has no say in who he cuts and who gets fired. He has no say in it at all. None. And he said, on top of that, they're stepping in and taking creative over, and they're not letting him do creative like he wants to do.
Exactly. And they think
so. He said the way you're seeing the product now, none of that is Paul. That's all TKO.
There's one to maybe two shining moments in wrestling on Raw and Mondays and Fridays, but that's it. You had the Gingerbread Man for a little bit. It was funny, not funny, whatever. Fuck. You had the Monday thing with the Americanos and the Judgment Day and all this other bullshit. Where they continue on forever. These are the things that happen. There's nothing new because they'll continue the Judgment Day for the rest of our lives. They'll make a new Judgment Day to have new members and do the same thing over and over again because they won't find anything new. The Americanos is getting so boring on American TV that they have to add more wrestlers, whereas in Mexico, it works because there's there's an Undertaker booking the fucking show because he's fucking old school and remembers matches and remembers things like this.
I heard he walked away.
Really?
I heard he walked away. I heard he walked away from the creative table.
That's because they probably told him to add AI and all that shit. And that's not what he is about. Like
they probably tried to tell him what to do, and Undertaker was like, and Mark was probably like, "Really? Go fuck yourself," and he walked away.
Yeah. Yeah. Go on, D-Walk.
No, I was agreeing with Joe. Undertaker is one of the most professionals.
Yeah.
He's been wrestling
Look
for
at
a
Road
long
Dogg.
time. Yeah.
Road Dogg quit. He quit.
Yeah.
He didn't get fired. He quit.
Yeah.
And now he's going around eating food. Now Road Dogg going around different places eating food now.
And he's able to do signings with Billy Gunn again.
Yeah.
Well, with this, you guys can keep talking about wrestling. I'm gonna end it right there because I gotta do some things right now. I will say this about Nikita Lyons: get better representation because you deserve that more than anything else.
Leave.
Or leave, yeah, or just leave.
Leave. I'm giving her the best advice I can give her. My best advice in all the years that I've watched wrestling, and I'm going to tell her right now, my best advice for you, while you're still young, leave.
Yeah.
Do a Cody Rhodes, leave. Go to Japan. Go to Ring of Honor. Go to AEW. Get the hell away from WWE. Get away from TNA because TNA is working with WWE. Stay the hell away from anything that has to do with WWE. Get away.
Yeah. Go to Florida.
Get out now before it's too late. Before the company fucking collapses.
You deserve better.
Yeah, because they're going to keep telling you while you're doing the greatest job in your life and Evolve, while you're growing, just to go back to NXT to lose again. Because I understand Lizzie Reigns there. It's the new shiniest toy. She's very enticing, but still the new shiniest toy. While we still have Thea Hale, Izzy Dane, Jada Parker, Tatum Paxley, who have been there 2 to 4 years. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. You got Bella and Paige. Paige has not been doing good matches in WWE. It's getting sad.
No. Asuka left.
Asuka left. Sol Ruka botched twice in 2 weeks.
Kairi Zane's gone.
Yeah. There's no one left. We have Liv Morgan. Oh, wow.
The Oriental, the Japanese, and Chinese wrestling, the Asian wrestling community, a lot of them are leaving.
Yeah. Latin community are leaving too. Umberto and guys that got fired. Freaking all you got is just Oba, and then now Lince is being the new jobber. Like from being a coach in the back for helping all these wrestlers get better, just to be a jobber for everybody else. Like that's the saddest fucking thing you can have in that company. We pay you, but you job for everybody else.
Look at all the popular people that are in AAA, right? They were supposed to bring these AAA stars over to the main roster and to like NXT and stuff, like Psycho Clown, like the Gecko guy.
Oh, Mr. Iguana.
Yeah, they were supposed to bring these people over to do more work with NXT and the main roster because of their popularity.
Psycho Clown would get over here like a motherfucker with him pulling his face off. I would get over as fuck. It would scare the shit out of kids, but it doesn't matter. It's NXT. You have CW. Fuck that shit. I get that.
So I'm trying to tell people, I'm like, you were supposed to do these more crossover events, and you're not doing them.
No.
You're not doing them. You lied to the people.
That's true. That's true. But like I was gonna say, ladies and gentlemen, while you guys talk about this a little bit more, keep it under 2 hours, please. Because we're gonna clip this like a motherfucker. This is gonna be fire. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Wrestling Soup and Friendos. Thank you for giving us the honor to be the number 2 WWE post-review podcast across the whole world, because we are the number 1 WWE Evolve post-review podcast in the whole damn world. We didn't pay anybody to do that. That's called us. Now, shout out to Kane the Destroyer. Shout out to Joe BNCO. Shout out to D-Walk, Terrell, the co-host of NXT Time with D-Walk for real. Shout out to CJ Wolfie, Invisible Woman. Shout out to Shauna Retars, which is also one of the other WWE Evolve reviewers. And shout out to CJ Valor. Real Black Couch Booking and all the family over there. Shout out to you guys. Stay healthy, stay happy, and all that jazz. I'm going to get out with a video because I can.
Welcome to XT Time with D-Walk for real. With your host, D-Walk and Terrell. Explanatory breakdown of matches, madness guaranteed. Black XT Time with D-Walk for real. Wednesdays at 9 p.m.
That was dope.
All right, back.
That was dope.
We're back minus the Invisible Man. All right.
Right. The gloves off the knot right now.
Anyways, wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I did like the way that the Bandito match was fire last night. Bandito took on Blake Christian. And I know you know I'm a fan of Blake Christian.
Yeah.
Blake Christian is a fucking amazing dude. He is. Yeah. He proved why he needs to be a world champion. He proved why he should have been in the main event. Him and Bandito tore the damn house down. Hell of a main event. And then after the main event, after Bandito wins to retain his world title, what happens?
Traitor.
What?
Backstabber.
Who?
Andrade.
No. What happened to Bandito? Swerve.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was talking about something else. My bad. Swerve.
Nah, he kicked him in the back of the head. Gave him a curtain call. Kicked him in the back of his dome piece. And then he fucking did it again. And then he gave him a vertebrae on an open chair.
He didn't see that coming.
Shit, he didn't see none of that coming. That vertebrae on that open chair, the chair didn't even fucking bend, dude. It looked like it hurt really bad.
Oh yeah.
That vertebrae on that open chair, normally the chair will bend, but that chair didn't even move.
I would have been like, bitch. You'd have heard me say something, bitch.
That chair stiff Bandito.
Man, what? That shit didn't have no feelings. That shit didn't have no feelings.
No, it's because they thought he was trying to rob the bank.
Damn.
I mean, come on, you come in wearing a bandana around your face. What do you think? What do you think people are going to think?
Yeah, this is a stick up.
Exactly. He did. Blake. Sorry. Bandito did win with the 21 gun salute.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know what that is. If you've seen it before.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
It's where you're flat on your stomach and he grabs you for a German and he rolls you into a German from the floor into a bridging German. Craziness.
Yeah, that was yeah, that's
You're talking about
crazy.
and you're talking about Action Andretti turning on Leo Rush.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't really a turn though, because that wasn't Leo Rush. That was Blackheart.
Yeah, true.
Different character.
True. But look at Leo, man. Blackheart is killing it though. He left WWE. He's killing it, man.
That match was great. Him and AR Fox did a really good match.
Yeah.
AR Fox, shout out to him. He's been doing a lot of good work.
Man,
and he's being
real.
rewarded for, and he got rewarded for it by being the new ROH TV champion.
Yes, sir.
Swerve and Bandito, I believe. I think Swerve and Bandito will be taking on each other at Double or Nothing in round 1 of the Owen Hart Cup.
Yep.
Samoa Joe excuse me, guys. Samoa Joe versus Will Ospreay is going to be in round 1 also.
Yep.
Samoa Joe going to lose.
Yep. How you think? Samoa
What?
Joe Will Ospreay. So you think the Death Riders are gonna come out and help him?
Yeah. I think it's going to come out to
I think so too.
I think the United Empire is going to come out, Death Riders are going to come out, and the Ops are going to come out, and it's going to be a huge fucking brawl. And then United Empire and Death Riders are gonna be pulling Will Ospreay both directions.
And where do you think Ospreay gonna go?
Huh?
Where do you think Ospreay gonna go?
He's gonna side with the Death Riders because they're trying to build up.
You think so?
Trying to build up. Yeah, because they're trying to build up for a match with him and the young kid that's the world champion, the IWGP World Champion. Will Coogan. I'm trying to think of his name, but the young kid.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to make a match.
Yeah.
Trying to make a match with him and Ospreay because they want to put the belt back on Ospreay.
Yeah, as they should.
But the Death Riders are trying to get that killer instinct back out of him. He lost it. You know, Ospreay's killer instinct that he used to have.
Yeah,
What?
and then Will Ospreay, since having that surgery, Ospreay lost some of his muscle.
I don't think he lost any of his muscle, but
Huh?
I don't think.
You said what, bro?
I don't think it's going to be a. Sorry, I was reading some of the comments that were passed. I don't think he's lost muscle per se. I just feel like he's nervous about his neck. Cautious, nervous about his neck, cautious. And on top of that, like that killer instinct ain't there right now.
No.
I feel like he lost that killer instinct after he hurt Brian.
Yeah.
I feel like after he hurt Brian, his killer instinct went away. So he needs to get that back. And I think the Death Riders are doing that. I think they're pulling it out of him. You know, if anybody's going to pull it out of you, it's going to be Mox.
Yeah, for real. So will we see Ospreay go heel then?
I don't think he's going to go heel. I think the Death Riders are going face.
I
think the Ops went heel. It seems like the Death Riders are more face now. And it seems like United Empires are heels.
I'd rather see Ospreay with the United though.
Nah. Those guys weren't there when he was originally there. Those are all new people.
Oh.
Two of the guys that are there are in the Don Callis family. It's Mark Davis
The
and
Don
Kyle
Callis
Fletcher.
family.
And Kyle
And that's how you
Fletcher.
say it. The Don Callis family.
Talking about the Don Callis family.
Hey, I fuck with Bobby my son. Shout out to Bobby my son.
Yeah, no, it's good times. Don Callis family has great talent.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Don Callis is like the Paul Heyman or the Bobby Heenan of AEW.
Yeah,
because he's always surrounded himself with fucking these amazing athletes.
Yeah,
he has both members of Aussie Open, and they don't even talk about Aussie Open.
And Brian Cage back.
Yep. Lance Archer. He's got Lance Archer too. He's got Okada, Takeshita.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's got
he got a list crew.
Who's the other guy he's got? The guy that was Jake something in TNA. You know what I'm talking about, right? What was that? Do you walk?
Huh?
You're breaking out. What'd you say?
I said he was a stocky Grizzly Adams looking motherfucker.
Yeah, but they have him too, and he's a champion.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's a champion.
You forgot 6 man. You forgot.
I can't hear you. You're breaking out.
I said you forgot the new 6-man champion in what is it? You know? Yeah.
That's Shane Taylor Promotions.
He Ring Honor.
That's Shane Taylor Promotions.
No, I thought it was the cigarette dudes and Andy Dalton.
What you talking about the Outrunners?
Yeah.
You keep breaking out. You keep breaking up, man. I can't hear you.
I'm finna log out.
While D-Walk fixes his thing there, he was talking about the Outrunners and Dalton Castle. But if I remember correctly, I believe Shane Taylor Promotions was the 6-man champions. I know Red Velvet is the women's television champion. Athena is the Ring of Honor women's champion. I think Lee Moriarty is the pure champion. I gotta double check that too. All right. And here we are. Just us. Me and the world. All right. So, anybody has any questions, always welcome to ask. We'll try to answer the best of our knowledge. If we don't know, we will try to get answers for you. I do watch a lot of wrestling. I do not watch WWE a lot. I catch kind of highlights and read about it because I don't want to watch the product. I believe the product is turned to shit, and I don't support the product. Therefore, I don't watch the product. I have not watched, actually physically sat down and watched a full WWE product since September. I support AEW, Ring of Honor, Japan, CMLL. I don't even support TNA because they're affiliated with WWE. I don't support AAA because they're associated with WWE. If you're associated with the WWE, I usually don't. I don't support it because I feel like the company has gone to shit, and I feel like all they're doing is digging themselves further and further down in a rabbit hole. And I think that they need to.
Yo, can you hear me now?
Get something better. I'm sorry.
Is that better? Is that better?
For now.
But what was I saying? Didn't the what was it? The Blade Runners and Andy Dalton win the 6-man title?
I don't remember if they did or not. I didn't think they did. I thought Shane Taylor Promotions was still champion. And Lee Moriarty is still the pure champion, I thought. Just look it up real quick. Just type in current ROH champions. Just type in current ROH champions. Find it?
That was weird for some reason. Yeah.
Who are the current champions? Bandito is the world champion.
I'm looking now.
Athena should be the women's world champion. Red Velvet should be the women's TV champion. Men's TV champion is AR Fox. I think Lee Moriarty is the pure champion. 6-man champion, I think, is the Shane Taylor Promotions.
What do I think?
Huh?
You're right.
And who are the tag champions?
That's fine. Huh?
Who are the tag champions?
My internet is going super slow, bro.
What was that? What was that?
I think my internet is stupid slow right now.
That's probably why you sound like you're bouncing around like you're a robot. We might have to end the show, man. Barely.
I don't know what is going on.
I told you about that government internet. You need to step it up and get a better internet.
Hey man, how dare you talk about my internet like that? The disrespect.
That's the $9.99 Flint special.
Well, at least I don't steal my internet, all right?
Look, paying a guy to climb up a pole is still stealing it.
Not necessarily until you get caught.
They probably found out you sent Tyrone up the hill, up the pole.
Hey, true story. I did have a cousin that did illegal cable, bro.
Everybody knows somebody who's done illegal cable.
For real. Hey, for real.
I knew a friend of mine that every time they came and disconnected his wire, he climbed right back up the pole, and he had the machine to put a new coaxial cable on it. So he would just take the little machine up with him, and he put a new fucking coax on it and screw it right back into the pole and just climb back down.
Yeah. Hey, yeah,
Every
like
time.
I said, he actually worked for a podcast. That's back in the day. That's how long it was. Until one time they started he couldn't to it.
Couldn't hear you. You were breaking out. Sounded like a robot that was drowning.
They so the cable put your own lock on there.
Nope. And D-Walk seems like he's having technical difficulties with his internet. Hopefully he can get that fixed. If not, we may have to end the stream early, which is fine because that'll mean we can definitely get clips. I will try to await D-Walk, see if he comes back. Hopefully his internet didn't cut out on him. All right. So yeah, Ring of Honor Supercard, the Supercard show they had last night. Fantastic show. Great matches. I enjoyed watching it. Probably some of the most fun I've had with wrestling in a while.
Can you hear me now?
But now,
can you hear me now? All right, I don't know what the fuck going on my internet today.
Until it sounds like Rosie the Robot. Until it sounds like Rosie the Robot's trying to drown your ass.
Wow.
Come here, Mr. J. What are you drinking?
He said, LOL. O'Dooley. Dude said, George Samuelson said, LOL, Wayne wasn't fired.
Wayne wasn't fired.
Yeah.
Wayne who?
I don't know. Wayne Brady? John Wayne? Who Wayne you talking about?
Lil Wayne?
Lil Wayne, Big Wayne, Fat Wayne, who what you talking about?
Hey, look. Lil Wayne almost got taken out by some cough syrup and Sprite. I don't want to hear that.
That's crazy.
Read your chat.
Read your chat. What am I reading?
What, Pat? Oh, he's talking about past messages.
Oh. This what you talking about? Yeah. She's a ring rat 100%. The truth will come out. And Jersey.
Tom Hutch put, are you aware who BG Wayne is? Tom Hutch said he is an indie wrestler who was a Gremlin House tag team champion along with Zillafat 2. He was fired from Gremlin House for theft. He and this lady Melissa are trying to derail Gremlin House. And George Samuelson said Wayne wasn't fired. Hello.
Yeah, about that Nikita.
Hold on. Melissa is in the chat. That's the Melissa. That's the Melissa from Gremlin House. That was that of the person who's involved in this.
Wow.
Um,
Wow.
Melissa. No, we here, as we read and showed all the evidence from
Yeah.
both sides, and we believe you. I think the guy's a creep, personally. I read all the stuff that came out. I think the guy's a creep. He sounds like a creep, and he sounds like he's the type of person that if you're not going to give him what he wants, you're not going to get anything out of him. He's going to use what he has to get what he wants. And thank you for coming on the show in the comment section. We do appreciate it. We are trying to make harassment aware. We are trying to make other promotions aware of this as well, because this shouldn't happen anywhere.
No.
Sexual harassment especially should not happen anywhere, especially in the workplace.
No, not at all. Yeah, that's the word up.
And Melissa, and I just wrote, you wrote, that is being a man. That is being a man, and that is being a good human being, and stepping away from something that you love, as far as professional wrestling, and putting what's right first. George Samuelson, thank you very much for sharing. We do appreciate people coming in and talking to us. We do appreciate, we are talking about what's going on in Gremlin House. So we do appreciate you guys coming in and talking to us. We want to make aware what's going on. We don't want this to be swept under the rug. We want people aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
We want to try to get it out to the public as much as possible, because sexual harassment in the workplace should not be tolerated at any form. None.
No word. None at all.
And if what you said, Melissa, is true, and BG handed the belt back and because of what was going on with you and left, then that's the type of man that you want around in your promotion, because he does the right thing. He stood up for what he believed in and walked away, like I said, from what he loved.
Right. And that's hard to walk away from something you love.
Yep. But if you want to put her comment up, you can go ahead and do that. It's a second to last comment. I can't pin the comments. That's on you guys.
Yeah.
Got more comments coming in, man.
Yeah, that was the last one I put up.
No, she just put two. She just put another one.
I got you. I got this one.
I mean,
people want to believe.
Accusations are accusations. Unless there's physical, hard evidence that someone's doing something, then it's just accusations. When you actually have physical proof, like you had all them messages and stuff, like all that stuff came out, and then when the other guy put his side out, like it looked like he like deleted a bunch of shit, and it was just a couple things there, but it wasn't like a full like conversation like it should have been.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. When you got to delete messages out.
I'm telling you, man, it's crazy.
Damn. Then Wayne makes sure my people are taken care of, and this clown says Wayne stole tickets.
Right.
I was never employed. I simply wanted to help indie wrestlers and directly give them benefits.
Right.
Benefit for them.
George says, brother, I got receipts. Wayne is more than innocent.
What he tried to do.
DL23U7V says Wayne is more than innocent. He tried to make it financial to cover up sexual harassment. Melissa says he didn't pay my daughter and he owed money for October. My attorney and I gave him 14 days to pay it. He did what was released, everything to do with being sexual harassment for 2 months. Wow. Wow.
Damn,
If y'all
shit's coming out.
if y'all are watching, check the comment section, y'all. Hey,
That's crazy. Did you read this one? He didn't pay my daughter, and he owed my own money for my October. My attorney and I gave him 14 days. He paid everything by January 17th, January 19th, 11th, blocked him January 19th. Wayne was the reason that whole thing was popping off to begin with.
right.
Melissa said
I didn't know what date you blocked him, but I saw in the messages at the end it said that you had blocked him in the messages.
damn. He built that place, brought in people Yaya could only dream of.
Yaya is the promoter.
Yeah. Yes, BG did.
Well, not much of a promoter, more like a
January 19 blocked after he paid what he owed.
So what she's saying was she blocked him after they got what they were owed, money wise, financial wise. Then she blocked him, and he was told to never contact her again.
Damn.
Well, good, because promoters like that don't need to be a promoter, and they don't need to have a federation or a business in that matter. They need to not be in that field.
Mm-hmm. Since he made fake accounts, fake numbers to contact me. Whoa.
Oh,
that's a little too weird right there.
That's stepping even further into the harassment category.
Yeah.
That's stepping way further into harassment.
And how Snoop said, and how Michael
Melissa,
said,
did you report it to the authorities? When he was contacting you from the fake numbers and fake accounts? Because they could track that shit and they could track it back to his IP address.
"2 weeks ago, my daughter was caught and my ex-husband was threatened." Wow.
Oh, hell no. Is there an ongoing investigation into these the numbers and stuff that threaten your ex-husband?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good.
I now have filed a police report to protect me and my daughter. The police report was just filed this past week.
Okay. That's all that matters. You did your part. That's it. You did your part. And then any time he tries to contact you from a fake number or a fake account, I would take that and I would give it to the police so they can maybe track it back to his IP address. Good. Very good. I mean, if you want to try to if you want to bring BG Wayne on, sure, I don't mind. Like I said, we believe you guys. Like we believe what's going on your side. But as creators, as content creators, we wanted to hear and see both sides. That's why we went. That's why when we showed it, we showed the other guy's side because we want to make sure that it's seen. But at the same time, no one on this show believes anything that dude has to say. We believe more on what you are saying. We believe you and what you're saying because we believe that is the truth, because there's more context in what you're saying and what you're showing. Way more context. But as far as believability, George, we believe that Melissa and BG did the right thing. And all these wrestlers and performers wouldn't be stepping away from a promotion if they felt that he was right. So that should tell you right there everything you need to know. All these performers are stepping away from this guy and from this promotion because they feel that he's wrong. I don't tolerate that type of behavior towards women in general. Granted, we joke around about stuff, but when it comes to actual harassment, sexual harassment, that is no joke. That is something that should be taken seriously at all times, and it shouldn't be stood for. And any wrestler that's going to stand by and let it happen, any performer in the back that's just going to see it and let it happen and just not say anything, they're kind of wrong too. They should say something. They should step up. So the fact that BG stepped up, and well, we see who the real man in the locker room is. Still there, dude?
I say, yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, like I said, man, this shit is real, man. Like, shit, nobody deserve to get treated like this. No means no. You know what I mean?
No, I get it. Not only that, you don't just come out and talk to somebody the way that he was talking to her.
No. None at all, bro.
Oof. So apparently Melissa is saying that 4 women have contacted her with screenshots of him harassing them as well.
Damn, they said BG and Zilla jumped ship when they found out about this perv shit.
Yep. George said to Hoka, Juicy, and so many others for standing up for their beliefs. Right. D1123, well said. Great dude right there. Yeah, no, I'm just, it's disgusting to think that with the world we live in, that people are still trying to use sexual harassment to get over on women and trying to use it to their advantage. It's sickening.
Yeah. God damn it.
Yeah, Melissa, and that's just how these creeps are. Unfortunately, you tell them to stop, and the more you tell them to stop, the more they try to send them, because to them no means yes, and the more no's they get, the more they're hearing yes or send more.
When I did, he sent more.
Mm-hmm.
Wayne spared Yaya for real. He's lucky he even got the belt back with that he was doing.
Well, right now he's got a lot more to worry about than just getting a belt back.
Yeah.
Because his business is gonna tank.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna want to perform for him because of his reputation that he has created for himself.
You know. Wayne left the disrespect they fabricated about him stealing ticket money.
And then Zilla left.
Mm-hmm. So do that mean Zilla on his way to WWE?
No, Zilla's in reality wrestling.
Oh.
He's in Booker T's promotion.
Mm. Damn, this dude lost a lot of people though, didn't he?
Well, yeah, he lost probably half or more of his federation. A lot of people backed out and disassociated with him because of it, because he's a damn creep. He's an asshole.
Yeah. 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 Douchebags like that don't deserve to be on. Y'all seen what happened to Chud the Builder? That's the shit, the same shit. Just about.
Wayne kept in the belt, distanced himself, and then he was told he was fired or released. Plus had a lot of negative stuff said about him. Then Alphawentes 3290 said Wayne was never fired. This has been going on for months now.
That's crazy.
All Wayne tried to do was help build and create opportunities for others. That's all anyone's ever tried to do.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of performers in the industry, they try to help out others, and that's what this business is supposed to be about. You're supposed to be able to try to help everybody. Everybody's supposed to be able to try to help everybody out and better each other. It's not supposed to be about cutting each other's throat or hurting each other or going after someone, harassing somebody. It's not supposed to be about any of that.
No.
This business is supposed to be about experience, and it's supposed to be about sharing your experience with each other, and it's supposed to be about helping each other grow and be better.
Mm-hmm.
Brian said, Yaya's lucky all Wayne did was leave. Shaking my head.
Right.
Yeah, man. It's again, Sexual harassment is not a joke. It's not something that should be done in the workplace at all, let alone the real world. And it definitely has no place in the business of professional wrestling. I mean,
None at all.
look what's going on with Vince McMahon right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Granted, his situation's a little different, but at the same time, look at everything he's going through right now.
Mm-hmm.
You think these promoters would learn from what's going on?
No, you ain't lying about that, bro. And like I said, it's sad. I find it real sad and fucked up when situations happen like this, because some good and some potential that could be great got fucked up.
Correct.
Wayne had all the reason to pop the fuck off when he left, even after the blatant lies on his name. That he remained solid. Solid.
Yep. He remains solid as fuck.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like I said, I hope justice is due. I hope.
Melissa, I don't know if you're still here or not. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for talking to us in the audience. Thank you for giving your side. And like I said, we here do not condone what happened to you or to BG.
Nope.
We feel that federation and the promoter. Well, first off, he shouldn't be a promoter or running anything with the actions that he had. The fact that he lied trying to cover things up and making up other lies to cover up more things, it's sad. I hope all the women that were part of this sexual harassment, I don't know who you are. Obviously, right. Melissa's been contacted. I think that all of you should go forward, file police reports, and bring your evidence to the police, and allow the police to do what they need to do, because I feel like his due's coming.
Well, she said he has been trying to deface me the last 48 hours, but abusers like re-victimize their victims.
Correct. They do. They usually like to take somebody who they victimized, and they like to make them into a victim again and again and again. I watch a lot of crime scene stuff, so I've seen things before.
Yeah, that's sad, bro.
Protect your children at all costs. I have a daughter myself, Melissa, and I would do the same thing. Protect your daughter and watch her career and watch her back at all costs. And just, I think you should be an advocate for women going forward. In the professional wrestling bubble, especially the indies, and teach about sexual harassment. Let them know what it is that they're looking at. Because I believe more women need to be educated in that aspect also, because I don't believe that there's enough education out there, especially in the wrestling bubble. About sexual harassment.
Yeah.
And women should not be afraid to come forward. And I'm going to state that right now for everybody to hear. You should not be afraid to come forward. Do not fear coming forward. Come
Not
forward.
at all.
Report it. Do not let creeps like this guy, Yaya. Do not let creeps like that get away with doing bad things. Do not let them get away with that. Hold them accountable. You'll feel better about yourself and you'll help others in the long run. Report it. Do whatever you got to do. Get creeps like that off the street.
Yep. JW. Yeah, I mean, we could tell good people from assholes. I mean, like I said, we completely approve, and we have Melissa's back.
This is exactly what the wrestling world has been wanting to move away from.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. It's true. After the entire Melissa, after the Vince incident, the wrestling world has definitely been trying to go another direction.
Mm-hmm.
And this ain't the direction they were trying to go.
No.
This is backpedaling.
Yeah. Going back to the 80s again.
It feels like 80s Booker territory.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. 80s, 70s, and 80s. Follows the leader, Goofy. What the hell you talking about?
Well,
What we know about BG? Joe?
what y'all know about BG? What do you mean? Which topic? We've been talking about a lot of them. Standing up for what was right and walking away and being a bigger man and not cracking the dude in the mouth. Let's see. The fact that he was smeared for stealing money and tickets.
Tom Hood related to Yaya?
Maybe. He was in the chat earlier, way earlier.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy, bro.
That Tom Hutch guy might be another fake account.
Talking about Yaya. Bro, wanna be Vince so bad. Even takes the predatory trait from it. Wow. Wow. That's crazy.
I agree.
That's crazy.
We have to try to wrap this up soon so we can get clips because we're at 1:43. We gotta try to wrap it up in like the next 7 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean I agree, man. Like, man, it been a privilege for Melissa and everybody to come on here.
Robert Duvall.
The day I met Yaya was the first.
I said he was a weirdo on the first that day.
Wow.
You could pick up vibes now.
Yeah.
Melissa, thank you for stopping by. You're always welcome. This is a safe place. You're in good graces here, ma'am, and we appreciate all of you for stopping by and giving your feedback. Like I said, always welcome.
Yeah.
Safe space.
Yeah. Because me and Joe don't think. Because me and Joe, we don't play that shit. And Kane too, if he was here too. But yeah, we don't play that shit. I was told outside the event we have to be nice to Wayne. He's a champ. He's champ. He can say whatever the reason it is. It doesn't charge. He's a weirdo.
He's a sexual.
Man.
He's a sexual deviant, a predator, is what he is, and and he's a liar. So, I mean, there's a lot of things. But I am definitely grateful that we are getting more information into this as well. I told you earlier I didn't believe the dude. I told you he was a creep right off the bat when I read those first set of messages. I said, "Damn, this guy's a creep." Gremlin House wouldn't exist if it wasn't for BG. He was 80% of the foundation, and he left for being accused of BS.
Lots of people got manipulated.
Exactly. But that's what promoters do. Tom Hutchinson probably related to Yaya. We'll look into it.
Yeah, we will.
We'll look into it. And if that Tom Hutchinson is related to Yaya or has anything to do with Yaya, guess what? You'll find out on the next episode because we'll call him out.
That first show was packed out for Wayne, and that's a face.
Fact.
Wow. We had a lot of people go jump on this bitch and defend Melissa, bro. Like I said.
Hey, BG, how are you, sir?
First show I went to, half of the crowd was, damn.
JW Sankey is BG.
Damn.
How are you doing, BG Wayne? Appreciate you stopping by, sir. We just have a listen here as well. We are fully in support of you guys.
Yeah.
Nothing for nothing. Yaya's goofy for messing up his own company with his shit. All things considered, he was doing decent business with decent crowds. Now, who would want to work for him? Nobody.
No.
And Brian, that's if he doesn't get jail time. Over 100 people came out for Wayne's first match.
That's crazy.
Because Wayne, that dude. You don't get Hoka, Zilla, Lance, Demo, none of them without BG. No Malcolm interviews, no Halco, etc. Nope. I don't disagree. A lot of times promoters don't understand that the talent that is representing your company in the ring are a lot of times the reason why you get publicity and people to come out.
That's right. What you said. That part.
I mean, what? You think Vince McMahon would have people coming out to do interviews and stuff with him if he didn't have top tier talent?
Yeah. Exactly that, bro. Was bringing in People no one knows who the fuck is Yaya.
I flew from Vegas to Jersey off the strength of Wayne, and that's a fact.
Damn, that's love right there, bro.
So, where is he? So, BG, are you still in the chat? BG, if you're still in the chat,
yeah,
there
what's
he
up?
is. There he is. Hey, why don't you go? Why don't you go to a bigger Fed? You got the following. Chilling. I can't blame you there.
Right.
I just had heart surgery, man. So I get it. Trust me. I'm chilling myself.
I need money. Wayne brought all the top talent to Gremlin.
Why does that guy look like Wayne Brady with a mustache?
Man, wait. Come on, man. Cut that out. I was just about to say the same thing.
It's like if you actually grew a mustache.
Wow. That's funny as hell.
We are yeah. Wow. This has been an interesting night.
Man, what? Say it again, man. It's crazy.
This night has been very interesting, and we thank everybody for stopping by. And you're all always welcome back. We like to talk wrestling. We like to talk sometimes things that are not in the mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
Some like this subject right here, and we like to bring subjects like this out so people can hear about them. So maybe we can get some traction, and we can try to push this forward so more people can hear it. These are the type of things that need to be heard. These are the type of things that need to be known.
Yeah. And one thing about us, we is not biased. We tell it how it is. Right, wrong is wrong. You can't pay us to fucking give you to go up there vouch for you. We do our own shit.
Robert said for the show even to happen, there was only like 3 people still on the card. I Need Money said, does anyone know if the show still went on? George said it did. How?
Wow. Yeah, how?
How the hell did you book a show when everybody backed out?
Damn, what was the show like? What, 10 minutes?
What'd you do with the last 3 guys that were left? Have an Iron Man match?
No way. Did you read that, y'all?
Also, by the way, in regards to the smoking weed at the venue thing, like they did, because I was there and smelt it firsthand and took that as an invite as a smoker to indulge myself at future events. Not perfect. Yeah, smoking weed. It's whatever.
4 wrestlers, a bum, a rap concert, and a crowd scuffle. Damn.
What is WrestleMania? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were playing Jeopardy.
Yeah, probably had to change outfits for every match and run it back with different gimmicks. What? What?
4 wrestlers, and they had to change masks and pants every single match.
Hey, imagine how tired they was at the main event.
Finger poke of doom?
Hey, hey, they gonna sleep good tonight. That's funny, isn't
It's a
it?
lot. BG said it's a lot. Crowd scuffle is my kind of party. Probably had more people in the crowd than there were wrestlers to perform.
Man, I bet the whole 10 people in there was in there more than wrestlers. He ended up fucking with the right ones. Hey, I hear you on that one. He said, "Hey, how you say? How Paul Heyman said? FAFO, FAFO. Fuck around, find out."
Well, I'm glad you did the right thing, BG.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did the right thing, and you stood up for what you believed in, and you did the right thing,
Yeah.
and that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Tamiko had to wrestle everyone.
Damn.
That would have been my cue to leave.
Man, what have you seen him? Hey, after the third time, you see the same wrestler come out. Like, man, hold on. Ain't this the same tattoo that came out the last two times? No,
If
I'm leaving.
I was Tamiko, I'd look right in the mirror and I'd be like, I think you should just leave. Thank you. I was waiting on someone to say that.
People pulling triple duty is wild. Damn. Damn, a wrestling. Imagine they got 10 matches and fucking they wrestling all 10 matches. Wow. That's crazy. But we had a good time with y'all. Y'all, every Tuesday, man, every Wednesday, Saturdays. If y'all want to jump on, talk about y'all feelings of what's going on, hey, y'all will welcome.
Tuesday we do NXT
Evolve.
review, and then or is that Wednesday? Wednesday rather. Sorry, Wednesday we do NXT review, and then Evolve. We do the Evolve post show, and then on Saturdays we do an open forum wrestling, talking about the world of wrestling and what's going on.
Yeah, got fired for pocketing all the money.
Oh, there's Tom Hutch. Look, he's back.
Wow. Y'all got wrestled one match in a ski mask and one match without. LOL.
A YouTube account.
Huh.
Tom Hutch.
Yeah, what the hell? Man, what the fuck?
I mean, the fact that Yaya wore a ski mask should tell you everything.
Yep, you got me for 5 minutes. What can I help clear for you?
He always wears a ski mask. Makes sense.
Show me a police report, Tom Hutch. I'll wait. And how my business associates were told they were nothing in my name. He always wears ski mask. Skin Mask Romance is album years ago. They got BG fired for stealing. I don't blame them. The way they saying Yaya wasn't paying talent. Show me what? At 8 dates. Bro just admitted it. It's him. Only to then refer to himself as he. LOL direct email to Gremlin. Follow confirm. Now all you had to do is say your name. You're at the door. That BG, the exonerist,
Extortionist.
extortionist, yeah, whatever. Yeah. If Wayne was still in there, how come nothing happened to him?
Where's your receipts?
Whoa.
Where your receipts at? You can't blame somebody for stealing and then you don't have receipts.
No. Because you can't file charges for stealing $7.
You can't buy a McDonald's value meal for $7. What do you mean?
Yeah. I got receipts. Because they just fired him. He had everyone he knew at that show and 10 tickets paid for. Let's be real here. Tom is Yaya, and he's trying to defend himself somehow, and it takes him definitely look stupid.
Andy.
I was just at the show, wasn't all that great, but interesting. I have several text messages from Yaya telling me I helped BG extort money for him.
I'm definitely not. Yeah. You met me, BG.
He didn't
I agree.
know.
I agree. The mannerism. I agree. The mannerism of these texts sound just like him.
Man, I'm not BG, wrong person, buddy.
Nope. BG is. He's in the chat.
Yeah.
He was in the chat. I don't know if he still is or not.
Wayne and everybody else in this chat know who I am. Yeah. Man. Hey, this heated back up, didn't it?
Al's gonna kill us. We're past 2 hours.
Man. Hey, well, he'll like it, though.
Not when he can't get to the VR clips.
Huh? He had to do it by hand. He had to do it by hand. He'd be happy. Yeah. He'd be happy after he read all these. I have no idea who you are. I'm sure Yaya would be on here, but they are packing up after the show.
How many people are in the chat in the live?
Man, it's like
I can't
six.
I can't see that, huh?
It's like 6, bro. We got Melissa, we got Tom, we got Robert, we got BG, George, yeah. We got like 6 people still on here, bro.
I Need Money, Robert Duvall.
Yeah. You mean tonight's show? 10.
That's sure. Brian McCantry.
And me. I Need Money said and me.
Thank you. JW Sankey is on here too. That's BG.
She is here too.
She is in here too.
Man.
Mark says, I was at tonight's show. Worst indie event I ever went to. Total disaster. There you go. Cactus. For those who went tonight, What the fuck happened? Did the ring show up? Did any wrestlers show up? I don't know. Mark Bhutan 142 said that it was the worst indie event he's ever went to. It was a total disaster. Said Tamaku showed up as well as Velcro and Menace. Isaac said that show actually happened. George said the chat's about to get going. I don't think you guys are going anywhere. So do they have one really long triple threat match? That was my question, Cactus. They opened the doors an hour late and only had 4 matches. Jesus Christ. Why even open the doors at that point? What do they think they are? WWE? 4 matches.
They had to get their costumes right for each match.
How many fans actually showed up? Well, the problem is like 4 matches don't work, not especially on the Indies. Four matches more than I thought was going to happen.
Yeah, what?
I figured they were going to have two matches, and 2 wrestlers show up, and they were going to have a really long Iron Man match. Mark says 5 matches if you include the fan fight that broke out.
What the hell?
So it said Takaya Ferraior said, "Wait, the crowd was fighting."
Hey, so was that part of the match? Was that a match too? The crowd fighting?
I guess they're gonna have to count it. Was there a finish to the match?
Was there a finish to the fight? The fan fight was.
That's bad. That's ghetto shit. Okay, that's like going to Flint to watch a boxing match, and the fight breaks out in the crowd, and the fight in the crowd is more interesting than the boxing matches.
Hey man, why you gotta say Flint, bro?
Because of your lady that's from there.
That's different, bro. We really didn't count her right now.
Hey, she lived there.
The crowd was fighting too. I haven't heard that yet. I said that.
Fan fight, probably a double KO at this point.
Dog. What 4 do you mean? Like 4 if you He said no way 100 people came in. The fan fight happened during Yaga match.
Did he really say 400 people showed up to an indie show?
Yeah, he did.
What the fuck?
Then we got another person in here.
Said he
The
heard the
crowd
line went
tried
out
to
to the door.
the crowd trying to make up for half of the damn roster leaving by having they all fight. Man, what the fuck? Oh man.
The crowd was so bored they started fighting each other because they thought it would be more interesting.
Hey, he said I heard the line went out to the street. Man, what the fuck is going on? What were the matches though? What was the matches though? Tamika versus Ford? What the fuck, man? Told by whom? Yaya? Where did the lie? Where were told lies from? Man,
Well, if Yaya is the one that told him, that makes sense. That makes sense. A liar telling someone else more lies.
went to the street, yeah, from across the sidewalk. Man. It was
Your
a
buddy
fan though.
your buddy wasn't waiting online to get in there. He was waiting online at the Cheesecake Factory to get in for dinner.
Hey, he said it was a fan, the old dude at the merch table.
There was a fan and an old dude at the merch table. Oh goddamn! You got Pappy fighting now. You gonna have Grandpa fighting?
Man, I hope the 6 fans who pre-purchase tickets and then go dispute the charge with their credit card code. Man, what the
Oh shit, man.
They said, can we actually know the card though?
DL wants to actually know what card actually went on.
I even
and
saw
I'm gonna ask Mark, because Mark was actually there and Mark knows what actually happened. Mark Bhutan 142, could you please give us the card, the rundown of the card for DL23? He was asking what actually matches actually went on besides the fight that broke out in the concessions, because that seems like it was more interesting than the actual card.
Yo, you read this, bro?
He said none of the card matches happened. Mark says none of the card matches happened. So all the matches that were advertised, none of them happened. So they had to call an audible and pull out a rabbit out of their asshole.
Joe, you read this comment, bro?
Well, wait. Which one, Tom Hutch? Everybody's laughing. Everybody in the comment section laughing. We're both laughing. Everybody laughing. The only one that ain't laughing is you.
Hey,
Tamiko versus Hyena Hex was one of the matches. Card subject to change. That's an understatement.
So you only got 1 minute. Hey,
they threw together last minute and even had one of the wrestlers come out and do a song. Menace versus Velcro.
Man, they are wilding, bro.
Does anyone know the real reason why all the wrestlers were dropping out? Because I keep hearing a whole bunch of different things. Takaya Farrar. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. There was a lot of information that came out earlier today and yesterday, I believe, and there was sexual harassment from the promoter towards one of the performers, and it's been documented that there's other performers that have come forward and accused him of sexual harassment as well, with receipts, I might add. And also he accused BG of theft, and BG supposedly handed the title over and walked out because the sexual harassment thing was like the last straw. We just had one of the people that was one of the victims in here. She was in here in the chat earlier. BG was also in the chat, and a couple other people. And the final match was Yaya versus Menace. Yaya's a weirdo.
I'm fucking said the final match was Yaga versus Menace.
Yeah. Kudos to Famiko for pulling double duty to fill the time. I liked Hyena Hex. It's disappointing that he still did the show. Yeah, we were. If you go back and like the comment section, we've been talking about it for probably the past hour and a half. Melissa jumped in the chat. BG jumped in the chat. This Tom Hutch guy, who we believe is Yaya, is in the chat, and a bunch of other folks that are fans of the promotion and fans of not the promoter but the performers that are in the chat as well.
Imagine spending your hard-earned money and Yaga in the main event.
Nothing like paying to watch a guy that's accused of doing the do.
So Menace wrestled twice and Tamiko wrestled twice.
The crowd photo was crazy. George says the crowd photo is crazy. What is it like? Is it four drunk dudes in folding chairs?
Mark put himself in the main event. Man, I'm still tripping about this crowd. I want to see.
Hey, bro, nothing like a promoter putting himself over and putting himself in the main event.
George said, "You on IG?" Yeah, we all are on IG.
Yes, sir, George. We are on IG. We're on. You can catch us on. I'm on Joe BNCO at Linktree, and you can catch all my stuff on Linktree.
And I'm DWalk84 on Linktree.
Yeah, our Facebook's on there, our Instagram, YouTube, whatever the fuck else is on there, X, TikTok. We got all that shit.
I'm still curious about this crowd, though. I want to see this picture of the crowd.
No, I feel you, man. I really need to see this shit. Don't think we won't put that shit up.
No, we will.
We'll put that shit up so everybody can see it. That's DL. That's what you call a narcissist. He had to be main event for his own shit.
Damn. That's crazy.
Mine is Joe, JoeBNCO at Linktree. And Dennis, what's yours?
DWALK 84.
At Linktree.
In Linktree.
We did Linktree because it's easier. Yeah. So we could just give you guys one one thing to go to, and then you can catch all of our shit in that one area.
Mm-hmm.
Made it real simple. I mean, Takaya Farrier, I mean, there are other promotions in the New Jersey area. There are other promotions in the New Jersey area. I know one of them. I know there's. And I'm sorry. Oh, he's back! Yay!
What's the yay? What's up? What's going on? I see that like a lot of people.
Melissa's been in the chat. BG's been in the chat. Who was their champion for Gremlin? We got fans that were at the show. Tom Hutch is at. Everybody is saying that that's a Yaya account. So Yaya's in the chat as well.
Okay.
Dude, we got everybody in the chat, man. Everybody's talking about it.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys are subscribed, because if we're talking about this and if supposedly Tom Hutch is a dummy account, then you know what? Let's just talk about this. But ladies and gentlemen, like, I guess that's why it went past 2 hours.
Yeah, everybody's still in the chat, man. Everybody's still going heavy. Go look at the chat. Go look at the comment section.
I see it. Yeah.
It's steady, man. Steady.
I can see that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching. Like, just like, and by the way, anyone listening, my co-host, the Invisible Woman, is by far the most beautifulest woman in the world. I mean, it is beyond rainbows and unicorns. But I want to say this: if anyone wants to keep and understand what we talked about, all the clips and everything else, go back to the beginning of the show, check it out. We did all the clips. We showed all the evidence back and forth. We're gonna end it right here, guys. Like, let's start off strong, because honestly, 2.5 hours is good. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want a part 2, at the comments down below at the end of this show, write down we want part 2.
Yeah,
enough comments. We will do a part 2 next week.
Yeah.
G-Walk, take us, send us away.
All right, we out of here. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for being on. We out. Peace.
Welcome to XD Time with D.W.F for real. With your host, D.W.F and Terrell. Explanatory breakdown of matches, madness guaranteed. That XD Time with D.W.F for real. Wednesdays at 9 p.m.